Hey guys, it's Miss Leggy. Today we are talking about percent of change. So in the past, when we've talked about money or percents, we've really been focused on 15 percent of a number. Okay, so if something was marked off or marked down from a price, what's the new price? Okay, today we're kind of flip flopping it. So instead of finding a new price, okay, we're gonna reverse it. We're given the old price and the new price. Now we have to find the percent, okay? So that's why it's called percent of change. So how much did the price change from the new one from the old one to the new one, okay? So this is a ratio that compares the change in quantity to the original amount, okay? So if it's 10 and it goes to 20, okay, what's the change there? What's the difference, okay? We have a formula, so we're going to do original minus the new account, original minus new, and then we're going to divide it. Remember, this is a division bar. We're going to divide it by the original, okay? I've got a couple examples, so let's practice. Okay, number one. Joseph bought a DVD player for $280. Now, it is on sale for $220. Find the percent of change in the price. Round to the nearest whole percent. So here we go. Percent of change. I underline that because that is important. It tells me what type of problem this is. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for a percent of change. So what's the difference from the original to the new one? So number one, is the event an increase or a decrease? Okay, now I know it's a decrease because the original price is bigger than the second price, okay? So this is going to be a decrease, okay? Now, I want you to circle the original amount, so 280. I'm having you circle it, that way you don't forget that it's important and you know what to do later, okay? Number three, subtract the original minus the new. So original, 280 minus the new 220, okay? 280 minus 220 is 60. Now, divide by the original amount. Remember, we circled the original. So what's the original? 280. So divided by 280, okay? Now, when you divide this, you're going to get kind of a long decimal, okay? So you get 0.21, okay? So in this situation, we want to convert the decimal to a percent. We're going to round to like the whole percent. So when we convert a decimal to percent, instead of moving our decimal 2 times to the left, we're going to move our decimal 2 times to the right. So 1, 2, this is 21%. Okay? Okay, let's work a couple more. Let's practice. Okay, number 2. Find the percent of change from 10 yards to 100 or to 13 yards. So, percent of change. That's what we're looking for. If we're doing percent of change, we're going to use these steps with this formula. Okay? Now, from 10 yards to 13. So we went 10 to 13. Did we get bigger or did we get smaller? In this case, we got bigger. So we increased. Okay? Now, circle that original amount. Where did we start? We started at 10. Okay? Subtract the original minus the new. So let's do it. 10 minus 13. In this case, if you subtract these, you get negative 3. Now, because we're looking for the percent, we're just going to kind of ignore that negative, okay? Because we're really just focused on the percent problem, okay? So, divide by the original. What's the original? We circled it, 10. And when you do 3 divided by 10, you get 0.3. Now, last step, convert that percent to a decimal. Move your decimal 2 places to the right, okay? If there's no number here, it's an imaginary 0, so I have 30%. Okay? So in this situation, let's talk about it. The yards increased by 30%. This is a 30% increase. The yards increased by 30%. Okay, let's do one last example, okay? Okay, last example. The price of a radio is $20. It is on sale for $15. What is the percent of change in the price of radio? So, percent of change, that's the type of problem, okay? I'm going to circle my original amount, and I'm going to say, did I go down or did I go up? I went down, so this is a decrease, okay? Then I'm going to subtract original minus my new one. So 20 minus 15 is 5. I'm going to divide by my original. My original goes on the bottom. So divide by 20. If you divide 5 by 20, you get 0.25. Okay? And I'm going to move my decimal 2 places to the right. 1, 2. So this is a 25% decrease in price, okay? So that means you went to the store, okay? You started with $20. You had a coupon for 20% or $15, okay? That means you had a 25% decrease or a 25% sale, okay? I hope this helped. Please let me know if you have any questions. You can message me or reach out to me in any way, and I hope this helped.